Hi all, here's a video on doing the maneuver test for your driver's license for a car. So you can see there's 5 cones, 2 on each side and 1 up front. So what you're supposed to do is you drive through the center there and then pull off to the side. Okay, and I don't remember exactly how far they want you to pull up, but it's probably like to the back tire or something like that. And then the tricky part is backing back up. So you got to angle the car just a little bit to get back to back up between the 4 cones. So you can see with these here, they don't have any sticks standing up inside the cones. Someone stuck a weed in that one. There's a small weed in that one there. But sometimes you can find them down on the ground, like right outside the door here. There's one here on the ground. So we'll go ahead and stick this here. And then you can see here, they've got paint around where each cone is supposed to go. There and there. So if you're just getting started, what I would do is move these out. Move all 4 of them out. That would make it a lot easier. Until you learn how to do it. And then once you get good at it, then move them back over and try it with the tight space. Okay. Okay, so it's really not that hard. Okay, that stick's not gonna work there. That's probably why it was down on the ground. It's broke. Okay, so what you do is you pull up here, and then you pull off to the side, and then you stop, and then they want you to back up. Okay, so you just gotta angle the car a little bit to go back between the cones. Okay, now that's where people get in trouble, backing up. Okay, when you back up, you don't have to turn the wheel a lot. You barely turn the wheel just to get back in there. Okay, so that's the tricky part, is backing up. So I'll see if I can do it here. So now that is a pretty tight fit, but it's really not that hard. So you pull up like this, and then during the test, you don't know which way the examiner is going to ask you to go. Okay, so it's always easier to go this way first. Okay, so right there, straighten the car out. So it's kind of hard to straighten out, there's no lines. Okay, so now here's the tricky part. Make sure you can see the cones in your mirror. Okay, use your mirrors a lot here. You can't really see them in this mirror, and you can't see them in that mirror there. Okay, so I'll put the car in reverse here. Okay, now we know there's a cone there, right? So you should be able to miss that one. Okay, So now we have to get behind this one here. So if we just turn the wheel just a little bit, back up. Okay, so now we can see that cone there. So we know we're not going to hit that one. And then we come over here and we can see this one out the window here. Okay, and I'm also watching the one there in the mirror. So then the one over there is going to be the tricky one. So if you just back up and turn the wheel just a little bit and just hug the right side of the car next to those cones, then you don't even have to worry about the other side, because you know this side is real close. Now I'm kind of close there, so you can see here I'm kind of close on this side too. So this is a tight squeeze. So now you can see the cone there in the back. You can see the other cone in the mirror there. Here, I'll adjust my mirrors there. Okay. Okay, and then just straight back. And you can tell your wheel's straight because this thing is level. See, if the car is, if the steering wheel is turned, then the wheels are turned. This would be straight. Now, if you turn the wheel too much, you know, you can't tell if your wheels are turned or not there. That's just a matter of understanding what you're doing and where your wheels are at the time. So, okay, so we'll try this again. Okay, so going forward's easy, right? Going through the 4 cones, and practice doing one side first. You know, just get the one side first before you try to do both of them. So right after I pass that lead cone, I try to straighten out the car, because now I know where I'm at. Okay, now there's the lead cone there, and I know I can't see those cones there. Okay, I put the car into reverse and then turn the wheel just a little bit. Okay, back up slow. Okay, now I can see both cones there in the mirror, and I got the lead cone right outside my door here. Okay, so now I just want to straighten out the wheel here, back up just a little bit. See, I'm watching that cone there. Back up, and then just turn the wheel just a bit. You don't want to hit that cone there, right? So, and then back up a little bit. And now, as soon as my front end clears that cone there in the front, the lead cone, I'm gonna try to straighten out the car and just kind of hug this side here. So you can tell there the car's kind of straightened out there. Yeah, I'm not even paying attention to the other side, right? Because I know if this side's good, then this side will be okay. And see, I can look out my door here, and I got a cone there, and the other one is back here. But I'm mainly watching them in my mirror here. So it looks like the car's straightened out. You know, watching the wheel here, making sure this is straightened out. Okay. So practice, you know, whichever side you're most comfortable with. I would say practice pulling over to the right hand, you know, and just get that one for a while. Just work on that one side. Then once you get that side, then work on the other side. And I'm pretty sure in the test you only have to do one. You don't have to do both. They only ask you to, you'll be pulling through and he'll say pull off to the left or pull off to the right. You know. So we'll try this one more time here. Pull up straight. This part should be easy for you. And then just pull off the side. See, in here, as soon as you get by that, straighten out the car. Just turn it a little bit, and then straighten it out. So you know where your wheels are. You know your wheels are somewhat straight. Car's somewhat straight here. Okay? So we know the lead cone is right there. And we know we can't see the cones over there. Okay, put the car in reverse, and then you're watching your where your wheels are here. Just turn the wheels just a little bit. Start to back up, and we're watching for that first cone there. Where's that first cone at? Okay, now we got both cones there. Okay. Now we know this cone is here. Now straighten out the wheel and then back up a little bit. And what we're after here, we want to get the front of the car somewhat past this cone here. Back up. You can see there. Okay, now we know if we straighten out the car, the front end of the car won't hit that cone. So just turn the wheel just a little bit so the rear end goes around. And see, I'm not even worried about the left-hand side. I'm just trying to hug the right hand of the car to those two cones there. And then I can check out these two cones in the mirror here. So one's right outside the door here, and the other one's way back there. Okay, but I'm keeping the car. Okay, now I had to straighten out the wheel there. I'm keeping the car close to those two cones, and I'm not even worried about the other side, because as long as I'm close to these two, I know these two are okay. Of course, glance over there and check your mirrors just to be sure, right? Your head should be moving a mile a minute, checking your mirrors, checking for the cones. You know. The important thing is don't turn the wheel a lot. You don't have to turn it a lot. Here, I'll do it one time, just watching this here. Okay, so that's how you do the right hand side. Left hand side will be the very same thing. It's just a little harder to see. Hi all. Okay, now we'll do the left hand side. So go straight through the cones. This side's a little harder, I think, because it's hard to see that lead cone off the corner of your car here. So here, I'm going to pull off the side here. I'm going to go through there and straighten it out. Try to straighten it out. See here my wheel straight. See, now I can see both cones on the left hand side there. I can't really see much in my mirror. They got all those goofy sticks, so you might want to stop and buy a few sticks. You know, if you have a place where there's cones but there's no sticks, you know, bring your own sticks with you. And then this side here, I can't see the cones at all. Okay, that side I can see the lead cone there, just barely at the rear end of the car. Okay, so first thing I need to do is here, I want to get that first cone in my mirror. So I put the car in reverse here. Barely turn the wheel. Okay, I got one full turn there. And then I back up until I see those cones. Okay, now I can see those cones. I don't know where that I don't know where my I don't know where my lead cone is, so there's, okay, so I think it's right behind me. So if I watch that cone there, okay, there's my lead cone there. There's not really a stick in it. They got like a weed in it. Okay, so I'm mainly watching my rear end with that cone there. So I'm bringing my rear end to that cone, just making sure my front end doesn't hit that cone. Okay. Then you can see I'm really close to that thing. I hit it. Okay. Okay, so once you mess it up, just try to not knock it over so you don't have to get out of the car, because every time you knock the thing over, then you got to get out of the car and put it back up. So then pull out around, try to make a big circle so you can come at it straight. Come at it straight here. Okay. Try to get in here. I think what I did wrong the first time was I made too big of a turn coming straight. Okay, so I got my rear, my lead cone is right behind me, I think. Or wait, no, that's the lead cone there. It's got that big thick stalk in it. And I can't see these here. Okay, so I gotta back up some here first. I'm just kind of guessing at that first cone. Okay, there's that cone there. So this time I'm looking for some space between the bottom of the cone and the car. You can see how there's about a foot of space there. There's the lead cone there, and I'm watching the other cones there. You just slightly turn the wheel so you don't hit that lead cone. Okay, I'm getting kind of close here. These are really tight here. Oh, hit it again. Shoot. Okay. See, I've got way too much space on my other side there. Okay, I'm gonna go out and around again here. Let's see if I can do it without the camera in my hand here. Okay, so we're looking at this thing straight. You just turn the wheel some. Those were like barely quarter turns, half turns. I've got the sun in my eyes here too on the right hand side. Okay, I'm still really close on the driver's side. Okay, so my head's moving a mile a minute back and forth, you know, so you really got to be looking around. So this set of cones is kind of goofy. These are kind of beat up. There's two small ones, two tall ones. They got these crazy sticks in them, so they're kind of hard to see. So I would definitely bring your own sticks. Okay, so we pull up here. Okay, pull off to the left of the lead cone. I'm barely turning the wheel here. Just enough to miss that cone. Straighten out the car best you can. Okay, now there's the lead cone. It's right there by my rear end of the car. I can't see these two cones in the mirror. Barely. I can kind of see one there, and barely see the top of the other one. I can see all three cones in that side there. Okay, so I put the car in reverse. Now I'm after that first cone here, so just barely turn the wheel there. I'm watching this cone here. I'm making sure I don't hit the lead cone here. Back up there. Okay, I've got about a foot on this side from this cone here. And now my front end is clearing the lead cone. I'm okay on the other cone there, so now I can straighten it out. Okay, my wheel's straight here now. Both cones are fine there. I'm checking my cones on this side now. And then just straighten out the wheel. See how my wheel wasn't in the right spot. It was around one time. Okay, so you can see going off to the left is harder, so that's why I say do the right hand side first. Okay, now we'll do it one time with just looking at the wheel here. Pull straight up, pull off to the side, barely turning the wheel, pull up. Okay. Okay, so what you'll find yourself doing a lot is when you back up, you hit the cones. You know, that's no big deal. We all do it. Then what you have to do is just pull around, make a big circle. You know, as big as possible, so you can come back at it straight. Okay. Something else that's nice to do is just to practice going backwards around the parking lot. Like here I have a nice big parking lot, so like I can pull up here, put the car in reverse and say, okay, now I got that garbage can back there. I'm gonna try to back the car up right next to that garbage can. And that sun is really beating in the mirror over here. I thought it would be a good day to do it with the sun, but the sun's not helping at all. So I'm kind of watching the mirror here. Okay, so and then it's kind of hard to do with the camera in my hand, but you can see I got that pole here. Just be careful not to hit the poles in the parking lot. But just drive around the parking lot in reverse. You know, get used to how the car feels going backwards. That really helps a lot. You know, we're not used to driving backwards, right? So like here I'd say, okay, now I'm going to put the car straight up against that curb back there. So let's straighten it out here. See that sun's really bright. That's not helping. See? I can say, okay, now I'm gonna go back there. See if I can go straight back into the parking spots over there. And just any silly thing that you can think of, just to go around and round and round the pole. Go from one side of the parking lot to the other. Just make sure the parking lot's empty. You don't want to hit nothing. Okay, see ya. And it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take more than a week. You know, don't be surprised if it takes you a good month to get the hang of this. You know. That's practicing every day. You can't practice it once a week and expect to be able to do it. You know, get out there, practice it every day or as often as possible. You know. Okay, see ya. Bye.